Okay, what's up? Hold on, I gotta change this. Okay, we're in Midland, Ontario right now, and we're gonna do an interview with Sean Bierman. And we just want to, Sean's gonna tell a little bit of his story and how long you've been homeless, Sean?
2.5 years.
And how long have you been an addict?
Addict since I was 15.
And do you know why it started, or?
Too excessive.
Okay, so let's hear a little story about what you want to tell us. A little tough life and story, or whatever you want to say. Feel comfortable, whatever.
First of all, I came up here after being hit by a car, and I lost my job. And
It's gonna get a little
then I
closer.
got put on disability, but it took 3 or 4 years to get on disability, so I moved to Barrie. From Barrie, I moved to Portman-Nickel because I figured my parents broke up. I figured I'd pay my father's mortgage off because he took the cottage. And then after that, my father got cancer and COPD. I took care of him for 14 years. And then he died 2.5 years ago. And then, as soon as he died, we moved. Right before we died, we moved to the trailer park here.
Okay.
I got kicked out of the trailer park. I owned the house, and I had people renting, and they were allowed at the house, and I wasn't. And then I come to the guest house shelter, and I was fine. Oh, and then they kicked me out, and I was fine with that. And then it got so cold that I had to get rid of the last thing my dad gave me, my dog. And then...
Just keep going. You're good, Sean.
And then I was outside for a month and a half. It was the day before my birthday. And they told me every day to come to the guest house at 4 o'clock to make sure you can get in. I was there right at 4 o'clock. They said, "No, Sean, there's no room for you." I stole a box of wine off a boat that morning, and I was drinking all morning and all day. And I went back at 6 o'clock to eat because they still feed you. And I found out that they let some guy in that just walked in. Oh. And then, because of that, I was drunk and I lit myself on fire and walked into the guest house. And then I went to jail. And then I went to jail for 8 months because they charged me with arson and threats, which doesn't make sense. Threatening and that does not make sense at all. That's the same thing. And then a week before my trial, I was sitting in there for 7 months. They gave my lawyer called me and said, "Oh, you said if they drop the arson charge, you'll plead guilty?" I said, "Yeah, I just don't want the arson on there." So I was out the very next day, and then they let me off from Bradford, and I had no money, no nothing. And then I come back to this shit. Oh, sorry.
That's good. You're good.
And then since then, I've been homeless since I got out of jail. I just a whole bunch of jail talk. Somebody said that I had an apartment all lined up. Even had the jail people figured out. Had paper signed and everything. Get out of here, nothing. And then I forgot about that. When my dad died, I was the power of attorney, and because I'm a drunken drug addict, I signed that over to my brother. And when I got out of jail, my brother, I had to sign the papers before anybody got the money. And that means they were waiting the whole time I was in jail for their inheritance. And as soon as I get out, boom, he bought me an e-bike that got stolen. And in the winter, it got stolen. $6,000 e-bike. And My brother gives me $125 a week because I'm a drug addict. And I'm allowed $1,000. And I don't know, $125 is not enough. My brother's a dick. And I don't know, the people that work at the guest house, not their fault, but they're dicks too. And that's about it, man. Life sucks.
Give a shout out to the chat, Sean. There's 40 people watching you right now at the moment. Right now, live, there's 40 people watching you. Tell them what you want to say to them that I'll follow in your footsteps.
Well, I don't do drugs, man.
Don't do drugs. That's the number one thing. I used to live on the street too, so I know what you're saying. And you're going through a struggle right now, I can tell. How far, do you have any goal set, or how far away do you think you are from getting an apartment? Are you just...
Well, that's the whole thing. The apartment's supposed to be happening soon.
Big dinners and shit. I went there.
I'm not going to pay for rehab with my dad's money. My other brothers got to spend their money the way they wanted to. Why? Just because I'm a drug addict, I have to spend it their way. I've been needing a phone for 2 months.
Yeah.
And my brother won't even send me an extra $200 for a phone, and I need that to get a phone, to get a job, or to get a job, to get work, to get anything. I need a phone. I have all these workers. I have mental health workers. I got drug workers. I got holy shit.
That's what you need is workers. You need help. You know, it's a good thing when you have people around you like that. That's one thing that got me out of that was getting people around me. But I know I can tell you're stressed out right now. You're really stressed out.
Oh,
But
and I just got kicked out of the guest house on fucking Friday or on Thursday because I went to court and I beat my charges and I celebrated and I didn't come out for the night. So they kicked me out for the weekend, and it just happens to be the weekend and it rains all weekend. So kicking and that's some more.
So just to keep a thing for you is to try to stay positive. You know, I know it's hard right now, but you wake up and say one positive thing, it might help you in a little bit in the day. But I know I can tell right now you're not happy with this shit. And what do you think about the economy 2024? Like what everything's going right now. Do you think there's a chance that people are gonna be able to get out of homeless into a place? Not a chance. $3,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment, right?
They want like $1,200 for a 1-bedroom, and it's like $800
To rent a room.
bachelor. $800 or $900 for a little shitty bachelor.
And this is in Canada, and
I only get, and I'm on disability. I get $550 or something tops for rent. So that means the rest of it has to come out of somewhere. If you don't get subsidy, where are you going to get it? And my brother won't even pay no more than $300 for that either, that prick.
okay. So
Yourself, Gordy.
So anybody that wants this Sean Bierman here, anybody that wants to GoFundMe, help this man get an apartment, get off the street, maybe help him with a night at a hotel or anything like that. It's up to you, but he would really appreciate it. I will be putting my GoFundMe up here today. And he really needs the help. He really needs just a friend to talk to, you know, a real friend. He's got lots of friends, but he needs someone. That's the only reason he's still here. And you got anything to say to your family or anything, or no? Yeah. Okay.
That's what I say to them.
Okay. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, bro. Respect, eh? Respect for doing that, eh? Mad respect, bud. And just keep your head up, bud.
You done?
Yeah.
Here, take that.
I was unresponsive.